It's time for Down on the Corner with Dale Hoffman, North Arkansas's premier news talk program. Brought to you by Brewed Awakening Coffee, with 3 locations to serve you. Baxter Regional Medical Center lobby, Highway 62 412 at Balmer Boulevard, and the Walmart East Plaza. And now, Down on the Corner.
Good morning, North Central Arkansas, Southern Missouri. It's Friday.
Whoop, whoop. I'm going to drop it down an octave because I still can't
can't hit the high notes.
Whoop, whoop.
Tighten your shoelaces.
That's about as good as it's going to get. Whoop, whoop.
It's Friday, January 3rd, 2020 at 7 a.m. Welcome Down on the Corner program. Dale Hoffman, your host, along with Bob Rechtenwald and Scooter Callis. Good morning, everybody.
Good morning.
And you, sir?
Happy New Year.
Happy New Year.
Happy New Year. Yeah, it's his first time on the show.
First time for this year, yeah.
Yeah, that's what I meant. Sorry. Yeah. People know what I meant.
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 But they know what you said, too.
I know.
No. How's everybody?
I'm doing good.
You know, it kind of drizzled around yesterday, didn't it?
It's a pleasant spring day.
Yeah, it is. Yeah. Not bad at all.
It's supposed to be okay today. I know it rained.
Yeah, a little bit less.
And it wasn't real heavy, though. Not that I know.
It's supposed to be nice today, tomorrow, and Sunday.
Bring it on. Bring it on.
Yep. Anyway.
I'll take it.
Here, these are the same guys. Boy, we should snow. We should snow.
That's him, not me.
No, it's going to snow. I'm waiting on the. I wanted snow for Christmas. That's what I wanted.
Why?
I wanted a white Christmas.
Next year, I'll buy you a 50-pound sack of flour.
There you go.
Will you stand out there and sprinkle it?
No, I'll throw it in your bedroom for you.
I don't want it in the house.
Oh, well.
I just
stand on the roof in front of the front
window.
Look
out the mirror and just see it coming down.
Oh.
Or look out the window and see it coming down.
He could go north to Detroit or something and watch it snow. I mean, you know.
I don't think you need to go that far.
Why would anybody want to go to Detroit, even for snow?
Well, that's a good question, I guess. All right, anyway, welcome to Down on the Corner program. Dale Hoffman, your host, and hope your day is off to a great start. And it's brought to you by Brewed Awakening Coffee, the best coffee in town. Waiting for the logo. There it is. 3 locations to serve you. We've got Balmer Boulevard, which is not busy yet, but come Monday, it's going to be busy. It's 7:02 in the morning. The school starts back up around the region. And we got 62 East Plaza, and of course, we've got Baxter Regional Lobby still under construction, and they should be completing that very soon. Right now, their Brewed Awakening's out in a little trailer out by the cafeteria area, the little picnic area out there. And so, Brewed Awakening Coffee, the best coffee in town. Check out all their blends, the mochas, the lattes, and everything they have. They got the seasonal stuff. And just good old regular coffee.
They got the cinnamon rolls. Don't forget the cinnamon rolls.
Don't forget the cinnamon rolls. Yeah, we had those sometime last week, didn't we? And so check them
out.
How
do you even remember? It's been so long since you guys been to work.
It seems like it's been a while.
Been a while. Well, we were here Tuesday and Thursday and Friday.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just seems like it.
But now we're back.
It's
back
got
to
my
the
routine out of whack.
Brewed Awakening Coffee, the best coffee in town. If you're not drinking Brewed Awakening, you're just drinking muddy water. Mike and the staff do a great job at all 3 locations. Be sure to check them out today. Excuse me. Roller Funeral Homes of Arkansas, bringing morning prayer each and every day with all our respect. Roller Funeral Homes. Talk to Charlotte, Brad, Bruce, Chris. Anybody here can help you, whether it's an emergency situation or the passing of a loved one after a long illness, whatever it may be. Or you need to do some pre-planning, like Bob Rechtenwald's customer said, you need to have Dale talk about pre-planning. So we have been doing that. So be sure to talk to Roller Funeral Homes for all your pre-planning needs. And so 29 Roller Funeral Homes in the state to serve you, 1 in Memphis, Tennessee. Roller Funeral Homes, with all our respect. Roller Funeral Homes. Let's pause now for the morning prayer. Heavenly Father, time moves on. And as we get farther into January, Lord, our area schools will be starting back after the Christmas vacation. What is always on our minds is the safety of our students and the faculty of each school day. Lord, we just can't sugarcoat this. I pray you keep gunmen out of our schools. Keep the evil out. We're grateful for our school resource officers and our DARE program officers. I pray for peace and safety in our area schools. And also I pray that each teacher and student be successful in the learning process. And once again, Lord, keep our schools safe is my prayer today. Amen. Roller Funeral Homes of Arkansas bring morning prayer each and every day with all our respect. Roller Funeral Homes.
And now,
brace yourself.
Da, da, da. Weather.
Those high notes just aren't working, are they?
No, none of them are.
Scooter?
Yeah.
What's this?
Da, 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 da. The weather.
A little dramatics helps the music, I guess.
Yeah, see, people at home get it.
No, they're sitting there scratching their head.
It's like, why
Is he trying to fly?
Why is he doing this?
You have boots on?
Dramatic effect.
Morning weather brought to you by the Z-Team. Bob and Linda Zador for all your real estate needs. 870-405-0793. RetireToArkansas.net. I bet we got fog today.
What do you think, Bob? Fog?
No.
Bob is right.
Oh, good shot.
No fog.
Though. What a beautiful
We had
shot.
fog in town, but
Yeah.
out there it just didn't seem
Yeah, I
like
came
it.
on Spring Street to Club Boulevard, and it was pretty foggy.
I left the house. It
Clear?
wasn't bad at all.
Really?
And then
Yeah,
That's
that's
that,
all, yeah.
that's that northeasterly end of the southwesterly wind that keeps that fog off of there.
Uh-huh.
Okay.
He's going, what?
What, the northeast of the south fork of the north fork
follow
of
me.
the
You gotta-
fork and Worth River or something?
Pay attention. There will be a test.
I got a pen you can borrow. Looking into Cotter, Arkansas, Baxter County, Arkansas, you see the White River there. The camera's in Marion County, Arkansas, looking into the city of Cotter. The bridge is on the left-hand side of the screen. The lights are still on the 62-412 bridge. City of Cotter, well lit. The little clearing right there is the baseball park, the picnic area down by the Railroad Museum in Cotter. And brought to you by the Z-Team. Bob and Linda Zador for all your real estate needs. Give them a call at 870-405-0793. Now, you can look at the river yourself. Go to RetireToArkansas.net on any of your computer devices. And there's a little camera icon. You can take pictures throughout the day, use them for a screensaver or backdrop, whatever it may be. Bob and Linda Zadora, the Z-Team, 870-405-0793, RetireToArkansas.net. And now we've got temperatures for you, brought to you by the Z-Team. Mountain Home and Flippin' both check in at 49. Harrison's at 48, Yellow at 49, 48 at Salem, Arkansas. Calico Rock, which is also along the White River, a little farther downstream, it's 49 degrees there. It's 50 in Mountain View. St. Louis is at 35, Poplar Bluff, Missouri at 49, West Plains at 48, Branson at 46, and 16 degrees in Watford City, North Dakota.
I like it.
Cold. Whew. Too cold for me.
Yeah.
Now, this is nice weather. I mean, this is not bad outside this morning. National radar, well, of course, we got the shower activity in Vancouver, British Columbia, and around the Seattle, Washington area. It seems like we've always got something going on out there. Light showers just to the south and southeast of Lubbock,
You want
Texas.
to put that in motion?
Oh, yeah.
Would you mind?
He's so picky.
I'd just like to see where it's headed, which direction the storm's coming through.
We got shower activity starting in the Gulf of Mexico, across the south central part of Louisiana, across Mississippi, Alabama, Georgia, parts of North Carolina, extreme southwest North Carolina, Indiana, Ohio, Pennsylvania, New York, moving out through the New York City area. And so not much going on in the north. A little bit of snow on the in South Dakota, a little bit of North Dakota, not much up there. Zoom into Arkansas and see exactly where it's at in Arkansas real quick. From just north of Conway over to Jonesboro, Blytheville area, Corning, Pocahontas, Ravenden, and Imboden getting some showers right now. Moving into Poplar Bluff and the Cape Girardeau area. Right now, 62-412 west is clear. I-49 clear. I-40 west of Conway. Going to have a little bit of shower activity from Little Rock towards West Memphis. Just a few swipes of the wipers there. Interstate 30 with no problems there from Little Rock towards Texarkana. Interstate 555 be affected right now in the northeast part of the state, as well as I-55 around Blytheville. Interstate 57 coming into Missouri. I-55 at Cape Girardeau. And that's about it for Missouri. Oh, a little bit around Columbia on I-70. Didn't see that one. Wow. A little bit of shower activity up there between Kansas City and St. Louis. I-44 is clear, though. Joplin, Springfield, Rolla, St. Louis, and I-49 Kansas City from Joplin. I-64 East St. Louis, Illinois. You got some shower activity around Mount Vernon, Illinois, and it should skirt the St. Louis area. Shouldn't be anything going on around there. So,
If you're headed towards St. Louis, it ought to be gone by the time you get there.
yeah. Oh, yeah. Well, yeah. Even if you're going Highway 67 north out of Poplar Bluff, why, I don't know. It's a lot farther that way. But anyway, let's see what we got on the watches and warnings. Right now, we got some flood advisories in Tennessee, Mississippi, Georgia, Alabama, some fog in Arkansas, Oklahoma, Texas, Louisiana, Missouri, Illinois, and Indiana. Wind advisories in Montana and Wyoming. Other than that, the 7-day forecast looks like this. Today, 40% chance of rain. Areas of fog with a high of 50. Tonight, decreasing clouds, low of 31. Tomorrow, 45 degrees, sunshine. Low of 31 on Saturday night. Then on Sunday, it's 54 degrees with bright sunshiny skies. Monday, 51 degrees there, sunshine, and 47 on Tuesday with bright sunshiny skies. Take a look at your state drought monitors. That should have been updated on January 2nd. Arkansas still has some dry spots. We have a D0, D1, and D2 in the southwest part. The most severe in Miller County right there at a D2 severe drought. And they're just not getting a lot of rain in the Texarkana, Hope, and Hot Springs area right now. State of Missouri looks pretty good. They're in the clear. No drought situations there in Missouri. They've been getting a lot of rain from all across the state there. Checking I-Drive, Arkansas. We've got no accidents or anything going on. A little bit of slower traffic on I-30, 167 into 30 on Little Rock. There's no surprise there. And not much going on right there. And everything seems to be clear in Missouri. So I have a little flood watch box right here on Double E Highway. They had a little bit of high water, a low water bridge there in Missouri. Other than that, everything's clear for now in the state of Missouri and Arkansas. Morning weather brought to you by the Z-Team. Bob and Linda Zador for all your real estate needs. 870-405-0793. RetireToArkansas.net. On the community calendar, we got a fun activity coming up here at the Van Mater Senior Center. If I get my telephone to let go of it. Build Your Own Ice Cream Sunday Fundraiser, Wednesday, January 15th from 11 to 12:30 during the lunchtime hour. It's $3 each. All proceeds go to the Van Mater Senior Center Meals on Wheels. So you come by around 11 o'clock, give them your $3, and you can build your own ice cream sundae. Going to be a fun activity there.
That'd be a good time.
That'd be fun.
Build your own Sunday.
Yeah. And let's see, anything else going on? Beginners fly tying classes. The North Arkansas Fly Fishers are hosting a beginners fly tying class in January. The dates will be January 6, 13, 20, and 27 from 6 to 8 p.m. at the Ozark Regional Arts Council Conference Room on the second floor at the Shed. $25 fee is required for that activity. And you guys got anything, Scooter, Bob?
Big Bomber Wrestling Tournament
That's
tonight.
right.
Starts at 5 o'clock at the hangar. Be running 3 mats. Is that right, Scooter?
Yes.
Going to be running 3 mats. How many schools you got coming?
Well, this is a duel, so there's going to be 5 coming in for the duels, and then the rest are coming in for the individual on Saturday.
So this is a 2-day overnighter.
Yep.
And should be a good time. This is the first one, correct, that we've done here?
Yes, this is our first annual, and it's going to be a big tournament.
I think they're calling it the Bomber Wrestling Battle.
The Bomber Battle. Bomber Battle.
Yeah.
And we've got a lot going on. Of course, there'll be concessions while you're there, so don't eat before you come. If you're going, there'll be concessions there as far as, and I believe Holy Smokes Barbecue is going to be there as well to have some barbecue stuff, and as well as the regular concession stuff that they normally run. But it'll be really good. We got a lot of drawing stuff we're doing, and it'll be really cool. We've got some TVs and stuff we're drawing for, and a car this year.
And guys, this is not WWF wrestling. This is real school wrestling. That's if you've never seen a high school student wrestle, boys or girls, come check it out.
It's a lot of fun. You'll get involved really quick. We had last tournament we did we did a youth tournament here in Mountain Home last year, and we were announcing it. And we had a couple listeners. They don't have any kids or anything, but they heard about it, came and watched, and they came up and they were like, "Oh my gosh, how intense it is!" and they were really surprised how much they got involved. So it is great for everybody, and it supports the Bombers and supports the kids, and it's a good thing.
Good character builder too.
And chance to win a Ford Mustang. So
there you go.
It's worth coming out for.
Yep, be a lot of fun. January 8th at 3 o'clock, Bread of Life Kitchen at the Word of Life Church, 310 South Main Street, held on Wednesday from 3 to 5:30. Meal is free. Donations are accepted. Anything else? No?
Not for me.
Think we're caught up. Okay, coming up on 7:14, Dr. Jake Long, Mountain Public School Superintendent, is our guest today. So after the break, he'll be joining us. So stick around. Be right back.
End of the year clearance on all G3 boats and Yamaha motors at Henderson Marine. Come check out the low prices on 2019 model G3 fishing boats and G3 Suncatcher pontoons. Henderson Marine offers in-house financing and is your local authorized Yamaha service center. Need parts, accessories, water toys? They got them too. Need to winterize? Call Henderson Marine today to schedule your winterization. When maintenance matters, call Henderson Marine at 870-488-5600.
Come see us today at Henderson Marine.
Have you ever noticed every time you wash your car, you end up wetter than the actual car? Next time, run down to Car Care and let the friendly staff put a smile on your face. Car Care of Mountain Home has a variety of services to clean your vehicle's needs, inside and out. From a simple wash and shine to their outstanding detail services. located 1525 Highway 62 East in Mountain Home. Stop by Car Care in Mountain Home today, because driving a clean car always makes you feel good.
At Connor Family Funeral Home, our goal is to provide our friends and neighbors with caring, compassionate services at an affordable price. Connor Family is a full-service funeral home that offers a wide range of services to meet your family's needs and customs. We are the first on-site crematory in the area and provide many options to memorialize your loved ones and address all the details for a more personalized service. Where compassion and affordability meet, Connor Family Funeral Home in Mountain Home.
Do you know where your money goes when you give to charity? At the Salvation Army, 85 cents of every dollar stays to help those in need in our local community. Hi, I'm Captain Spaulding. The money we raise help people in the surrounding 5 counties, including Baxter, Marion, Sharp, Izzard, and Fulton. You can help by donating your unwanted items and by shopping at the Salvation Army store. Those in need get assistance with rent, utilities, sending kids to camp, and many other things. When it comes to this charity, the Salvation Army always helps those in our community.
Your car is a member of the family. It takes you where you need to go, and it makes sure you are safe at all times. When a wreck or accident happens, trust the only place that will treat you and your vehicle like a person, not a number. From collision repair and windshield replacement to paintless dent repair and hail damage removal, Dent Boys can cover all your automotive repair needs and make sure you are satisfied every step of the way. Call or visit the professionals at Dent Boys today and see the Dent Boys difference.
When you need durable and comfortable hospital scrubs stat, you need the Uniform Shop. The Uniform Shop is the place for top quality uniforms, carrying a great selection of name brands, including Carhartt, Vera Bradley, Urbane, and Grey's Anatomy, as well as shoes from Skechers, Nursemates, Softwalk, and Landau, stethoscopes from Littman, blood pressure cuffs, scissors, name tag retractables, compression socks, paramedic VDUs, and Rocky boots. The Uniform Shop also offers customizing, embroidery, and minor alterations. Let us put you in uniforms. Shop the Uniform Shop.
So there I was, naked as a jaybird in the shower with soap in my hair and eyes when I lost water pressure down to a dribble. I immediately grabbed my towel and dialed up Jake at JM Sales and Pump Service. Jake came right over and fixed my water pressure. Now I can take my showers with confidence. Just call Jake.
For all your sales and pump needs, just call Jake at JM Sales and Pump Service, 870-431-5445. He offers high-quality stay-right products.
It's almost 7:18 and Dr. Jake Long's here from Mountain Public Schools. Welcome back and Happy New Year.
Happy New Year to you guys. It's there's always something fresh about
Get that microphone.
Sorry. There's always something fresh about start of a new year, and of course I know that our parents are probably looking forward to Monday and the students returning much more than what the students and the teachers are, but regardless, we're going to be opening up our doors and be back in business come Monday. So it's been a good break. Oftentimes we don't get the full 2 weeks 2-week break for the kids, but even over the break there's been quite a few things going on. Of course, both the Lady Bombers and the Bombers were tournament champions for our local bail bonds, first bail bonds tournament that we hosted, and so that's always a great event for our community and our basketball teams, and they were, both came out winners, which was just a cherry on top there. So
that's good.
It's always good to win your own
Oh
tournament.
yeah, it really
is,
is, and it's always a good event too, because the folks that come to Mountain Home, they're always so appreciative of the hospitality that both the school system and the community shows them. Of course, those teams are staying in the community, so they're in hotel rooms. The parents that come, majority of them are in hotel rooms and they're eating, so it's a nice economic boost to the local economy as well for a typical more downtime winter type event. So definitely looking proud of them. We are looking forward, which was already mentioned, to our wrestling tournament, and that's really turned out to be a big deal, and I know there's a lot of hard work that has been put into that, and so once again, we're bringing things to Mountain Home. People is going to be eating in our restaurants, going to be staying, and of course, as the guys mentioned earlier, wrestling seems to be like it's one of those sports that's continuing to grow. Of course, with the adding of the girls teams, and so I would highly encourage everyone to come out tonight. I believe those matches start at 5:00 tonight, and then they pick up again tomorrow morning at 10:00.
You got it.
And so. Really appreciate all those volunteers, some of which are sitting around this table, that have put the time and effort to make that happen and a priority for our kids.
So it sounded like two cackling old ladies down there on one.
Now they hadn't done that on air, so we're not going to throw them.
I had to throw that in.
We ended up with like 30 volunteers.
Wow,
and
that's
it
good.
takes about that to put on one of these tournaments.
Yeah.
And those are people actually helping. I'm not even including all the people that's made all the food for the hospitality.
that's right.
Our hospitality room is going to be
Oh, I forgot
all
about that.
handmade, home cooked.
That's cool.
It is. It'll be something that the coaches will hopefully remember.
Well, and we do that not just to feed the coaches, but it's to take care of them so that they come back.
Yep.
And
Well,
so
people
that
wanna
we're
come
able
here.
and so that we're able to host something like this. One, our kids don't have to travel whenever we do this. It brings those people into the community. So there's a lot of benefits to that, aside from allowing our kids to compete. So
And we got to look at things a little bit different. As you know, if there's a team traveling to here for wrestling, they're traveling some distance.
Yeah.
And a lot of these schools really don't have to. They've got other schools in these areas in their backyards that they can be competing with. So for them to come all the way over here, we're blessed to have them.
Absolutely.
But we have to be above and beyond to get them to keep wanting
Well,
to come back.
and
And that's
but
why
when-
it's the little things like the food and the
Yeah,
little,
like
little
Dr. Ron
things
just
that-
said, you've got your hospitality room, you're going to have some homemade stuff. I mean, that's appreciated by
it is.
the visitors.
Yeah.
And when you see everybody kicking in,
And to see
make it
the
successful.
community jump on board, and then all the volunteers and it's great to see in this community to bring something like this in, and everybody want to be part of it.
Yeah, that's right. It used to be, even really whenever I was going to school, that and before, that your winter time was a little bit slower when it come to student athletics and competitions, but that's not the case anymore.
No, it's sure not.
You have of course basketballs, you have wrestling, which is girls and boys, you have bowling, you have swim, and I think that's all the winter sports, which creates a ton of opportunity for our kids to stay busy through the winter months. In addition to that, this weekend our bomb squad is having their kickoff, and so their season's under wraps. They're going to start hammering out their new robot, and looking forward to following them through their season as well. One of the things that we have done differently this year, many of the students, we created a Principles of Engineering class at our high school, so
Really?
our students can partake of and take that Principles of Engineering class, and we're running it within the Bomb Squad facility over there. So they're getting hands-on experience, not just of creating a robot, but also those really mechanical, electrical,
so it'd be
coding.
MEIE and double E.
Yeah,
Combination.
coding components of building a robot, and so they've spent that first semester doing that, and so many of those kids will continue on in the second semester, and the focus within that class will be the building of the robot.
Explain real quick. We said the Mountain Home Bomb Squad, and we say bomb at school. People, explain exactly what the Bomb Squad is for folks that don't know.
The Bomb Squad is our school-sanctioned robotics team. And, of course, the robotics team historically have been very successful in Mountain Home. They have been world champions before. I believe that's 2012. But compete at a very high level year after year after year after year.
They've gone to Indianapolis several times and walked
Yeah.
away. And then didn't they do
That's
some
right.
international travel?
Yes, I believe a couple years ago we had a team. It wasn't the Bomb Squad, but well, there were members of the Bomb Squad that went to somewhere in Asia. I can't
Yeah, I
remember
remember.
exactly where that was. And then we also had a Lego League team that made it to Australia. And so there are some international travel opportunities. And but once again, we've already talked about volunteers. That whole program wouldn't be possible without the effort from our mentors, many of which are Baxter employees, and as well as the parents that volunteer their time to be there and make those a success.
But no, when you're talking mechanical, industrial, or electrical engineering, a lot of times you've got to have 2 or 3 years of college under your belt before you can even start looking at those programs. And now you're introducing the basic elements in high school.
Yeah, we're introducing those elements, and we have a classroom facilitator that helps with the day-to-day operations of that. But the instruction is provided by some of the engineers out at Baxter, Brandon Paget being one of them. He's kind of the one that really helps us, head that up and make sure that we have engineers there to be in front of our kids every single day. And so it's turned out, there's about 20 kids in it, and that's not including the students that are going out to ASU in the secondary center who are taking the mechatronics.
The what?
Mechatronics courses,
Really?
which is the programming, it's their computerized programming class out at ASU. So,
Do you know what I'm hearing from you today, Dr. Long, is in high school we're doing probably more than what the MIT people were trying to accomplish in the 60s to get man on the moon.
I
think
don't know. I know that our kids in Mountain Home have unbelievable opportunities for being exposed in so many different things. Whether it's healthcare related, really our biggest programs of study are within the healthcare related areas. Our students get great exposure in the areas of agriculture, which can go a variety of different ways.
Sure.
Agriculture is not just agriculture. You can get into we have plant science, we have animal science, we have vet science.
Wow.
So it's not just chickens
And
and
your
pigs.
FFA program's top notch too.
Absolutely, it is. There's over 100 kids in that program, and they just spend their entire year just busting it. Of which, our plant science program, they'll start getting their, they'll be getting their plant, their flowers that we were a booming success last year will be ready this spring, and so those will all get fired up here in the next few weeks as well. So lots of things going on there within the schools. I mentioned the bomb squad kickoff. Do we need to take a break? Or
No,
We're good. Keep rolling.
Also, another thing that we'll be hosting here this spring will be actually in just a couple weeks is our regional band, and that takes place at Pinkston, and then it's the initial round for the state competition for our band members, and we're fortunate to have a very solid and really one of the best programs in the state. What day you have that on?
January 24th through 25th.
Okay, so yeah, January 24th, 25th.
That looks like a Friday and Saturday as well on that program. Yeah.
We'll be hosting one of those that regional band clinic, and of course Tom Chetnick, he's done a great job with the band over the years and continues to be one of the state's one of the highest performing bands in the state. And there's another thing that we're bringing them in here to Mountain Home, and those guys, they'll eat and spend their day there and spend some money as well.
Let's talk about that band, and just that's another very successful, probably has been for what, 35, 40 from Mr. Nelson's.
Oh yeah,
70s on.
So, yeah, it's there's a lot of rich history there, and you talk about Mr. Nelson and the folks that were students under him, and just the pride that were instilled to those people. And then that still comes out through a lot of those are parents now, and then their kids in the band, and so it's just a rich tradition. Those guys, they work hard too. I don't know if they're the ones that's doing your concessions or not, but our band parents, those guys put in nearly
A lot of time, yeah.
3 or 4 hours about every night from now till the end of basketball season, just running concessions, and that doesn't count what they did in the fall for the football games, and that's all that money goes back to providing opportunities for our kids. One example of that was they went down to Orlando and was able to march at the around the Thanksgiving time as part of the Thanksgiving celebrations down at Universal Studios. And so those are just incredible opportunities for kids, and it wouldn't happen without the hard work of the volunteers that work on the band. Clint Shasheen, he's our Band Boosters president. He just busts it. Man, that guy works all the time. He was up there at the holiday tournament every night, and along with other parents and volunteers, and so we really appreciate all the hard work that they do for our kids.
Amazing.
Seems to me like that's the reoccurring theme this morning, is all the work that goes into providing these opportunities for kids, whether it be wrestling, the holiday tournament, the band, the bomb squad. Just blessed and to live and work in a community that is willing to roll up their sleeves and get after it for kids. So.
And I think you see a lot of that because you see the kids taking advantage of it, and they're actually participating and being very successful.
That's right.
So people want to contribute, and they want to put in their time, and they want to, because it's not just a theory that, hey, this could benefit the kids. It is benefiting the kids. They're jumping in and they're taking it and they're running with it, and it's just a good thing to see. It's really cool.
We're beating wrestling. We're talking wrestling a lot today, but if you look at that program where it was 2 years ago to where it is today, I'm going to say those numbers have nearly tripled.
Yeah.
At least.
Yeah.
We got about 50 on our team, including both girls and boys.
Yeah. So it's exciting.
Of course, Scooter is a huge part of that. Travis Alexander, put a lot of time into that, and so it's just Coach Blades. Coach Blades is put a lot of time into it, and so definitely some folks there, and I apologize if I left anybody out that has worked hard to make that a possibility there. So
7:32. Let's take that break real quick. Be right back. More with Dr. Long after this.
Jim Brown Company keeps you cool when it's hot and warm when it's not. A trusted name in the mountain home community, Jim Brown Company provides timely heating and cooling installation and repairs. Our certified technicians incorporate new technology on every job to provide you with the most advanced services. At our metal fabrication shop, we handle projects big and small. We've created everything from commercial ducts to custom designs.
I'd recommend Jim Brown Company to my friends and neighbors. The reason being they have high-tech equipment. Their service techs are well qualified for the job that they do, and they also send me a report after all the work is done so I know exactly what my unit's doing.
By visiting our showroom, you can learn all about our heating and cooling products. We'll educate you on your options and help you decide on the right solution. For total comfort at your home or business, choose Jim Brown Company. Quality service with a family name since 1964.
I've had hair problems since about 98, and all the doctors want to do is put me on medicine. And I started coming here, and he started adjusting me. I can get up and walk a lot better. I don't have near as much pain. And the laser treatment he did on my neck and back, it helped my pain in my neck probably 75–80%. I'd recommend that for anybody that's got any kind of pain. It does wonders.
Whether you're a professional lawnscape contractor or a homeowner in need of quality lawn equipment, Moran's Lawn and Garden has you covered. Moran's is the longest originally owned lawn and garden business in Mountain Home, with a 5,700 square foot warehouse packed full of new current year inventory for all your lawn maintenance needs. Moran stocks a full line of factory parts, and they service everything they sell, offering top names like Grasshopper, Hustler, and Country Clipper. Moran stands behind their quality service with thousands of customers using their products daily. Moran's Lawn and Garden, servicing the entire Twin Lakes area.
Hi, we're Bob and Linda Zadora, the Z Team at Century 21 Lemac Realty, and we'd like you to meet the rest of our team.
When you are working with the Z Team, you will find that not only are they down-to-earth people, but they are trained professionals who work with downsizers, first-time homebuyers, and clients who may want to relocate to our beautiful Ozarks. Our team has agents who specialize in lake and river properties, listing and selling raw land, acreage, and all residential homes. Listing your property with the Z Team will help get it sold with unmatched Century 21 global marketing. You can find out more at retiretoarkansas.net.
Why would I recommend Hospice of the Ozarks? Because I know the people that work there, I know their hearts, and I know that their desire is to help people with the suffering and the anxiety and the things that can come with either terminal diagnosis or a terminal condition. We want them to have a peace of heart and to have a comfort and to know that someone's there to help them through that so they can enjoy the time that they have.
.7:35, and I need to make a correction. I gave the wrong dates on the band. The one I gave was at Bentonville.
That's right.
This is an all-region tryout on January 11th, and the inclement weather date is January 18th, so I apologize there. I picked out the wrong one. So January 11th, Mountain Home High School Band all-region tryouts.
All-region tryouts, that'll be the one here in Mountain Home, and then on the 24th that you had pulled up, that one will be at Bentonville.
At Bentonville, yeah.
So lots of, if you go to our website at mhbombers.com, you can see all of the calendar events, and you look down through there, the 9th, the 10th, the 11th, the 12th. I mean, there's something about every day. So if you're looking for something to get out and be engaged in, then I would highly encourage you to do that. One thing that's coming up this next semester, I'm going to hit a couple highlights of more broader things that I want to make sure and mention to public, and anybody who sees this wants to provide and give me feedback, I welcome that as well. But we're beginning the development of our 2020-21 academic calendar, and we're considering a couple different options regarding that calendar. One that's pretty much follows what the community and everybody is used to. Of course, we're limited on the how early you can start the school session, and there's several different factors that go into that. But we're looking at an August 13th start date. So that'll be August 13th, 2020. And then the first thing that we have to look at is we have to ensure 178 student attendance days. So you break that down, we try to average about, at least at minimum, 40 days per quarter. And of course, 40 days per quarter only gets us to 160, and so there's an additional amount of days that the second semester is typically a lot longer than the first semester. Whenever you take all those things into consideration, the week at Thanksgiving, the 2 weeks at Christmas, then that first semester is very tight on what we do. But we're really looking at the opportunity to potentially extend the school day about 10 to 15, maybe 20 minutes, and then that will allow us, if granted a waiver, that will allow us to decrease those student attendance days to 170 days. And what that does, it
goes based on the minutes of instruction in the classroom.
Yes, so basically, right now we are creating 360 instructional minutes, 360 instructional minutes a week, and so we would be bumping that to 380 minutes. And the reason for that, I guess that's a day. I'm sorry. The reason for that is so we can maximize those instructional days, and then we also are looking at those lowest value instructional days, which is typically that time in the springtime after testing occurs. And so we're looking at how can we get our kids how can we get our kids and our families out around that graduation date? So typically you have graduation, then you come back, and you might come back for 3 or 4 additional days following that. What that does is that allows us to start up some of our summer programs that are continuing to increase, one of which we received a $20,000 grant for offering a computer science class. So that's going to be going on this next summer, and that's really a K 312 computer science program. And then we're going to continue to do we did a literacy camp last year. So we're really providing those opportunities for extending that school year, while at the same time maximizing those instructional days through going 380 days or 300 minutes a day. And so really looking for the public's feedback on that. And we'll be putting out a survey here, and then also be going to the State Board of Education with this proposal. We were granted an extension of our charter waivers, which allows us the flexibility to offer a variety of different things that include the internships, the externships, and all of that comes into play whenever we start developing our academic calendar.
Bob, you want to say something?
No.
And so that whole conversation, so really it'll follow. The majority of the public won't notice much of a change at all.
What's the times of the school day right now in high school?
At high school, it's like an 8:10 to 3:10 time.
So what if it was 8 to 3:30?
Yeah, so it might be an 8 to 3:30 time. So there won't be a huge extension, but it allows us to make sure and make the most of that while also decrease. Let's face it, there's some school days that occur, that are very low instructional value. And you look at those and how can we maximize the time that we do get with our kids, which is the time that we spend prior to our state assessments.
I got to comment because I remember when I was in high school here in the mid 70s, by the time May 1st rolled around, it was la-di-da time, Yeah. We'd be wandering around the courtyard or stuff
we
like that.
We never started in the middle of August.
Yeah.
It was always late August, like 25, 26, 27.
Yeah, and then you went 1 or 2 days, and then you got off for Labor Day.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, but then we didn't have the week of Thanksgiving. We had Thursday, Friday, Saturday,
right,
Sunday.
So you got
so
there's 3 days right there.
Friday.
The idea will be to optimize the instructional days.
That's right.
And look at eliminating some of the non-instructional days. And
that's right. And taking and ensuring that we can take advantage of those really national holidays. Martin Luther King Day
coming up,
President's Day. Right now, to get the most out of really to meet the 178 days, we're in session on those days, and to meet all the other things that we're trying to do, we're required to be in session those days. And so this allows us to take advantage of those days, while it also, one thing that we're trying to do internally is I'm trying to create opportunities for our teachers to really work together as a team and look at student achievement data. And if you ever follow the steps of a teacher, their day is so rigid. I mean, most of them have a bathroom break planned in their day, because a teacher walks out of the classroom, and you think especially those younger classrooms, they can't leave their kids unattended. And so their day is very rigid, and we're trying to look for opportunities for them to meet together, to game plan their student data. The accountability that we're all being held to is only increasing, and so there's some instructional planning components there that I'm trying to maximize, as well as maximizing that instructional day, and make it as friendly to parents in the norm and those opportunities as we possibly can.
It'd be nearly impossible to start any earlier, wouldn't it?
It would, because we already have buses.
Some of these kids get on the bus at 6 o'clock in the morning.
We can't start any earlier, so the majority of that time will go on the back end to like a 3:30 time. So there's a few thoughts to that. Another thing that's really driving this at the secondary level is through a piece of legislation that was passed last year, our 11th and 12th graders are now able to take concurrent credit courses on the lottery scholarship. Okay, so that's free of charge to the district, free of charge to the students, to the parents. And so what we're trying to do is we're trying to align our secondary, which is 8-12, our secondary schedule with ASU schedule. ASU Mountain Home runs a Monday, Wednesday, Tuesday, Thursday schedule. And so we're really having to look at multi-faceted of things here to get everything aligned. But what that will allow is if we mirror their schedule, then those students, at least of those morning, they can go there and take the courses as opposed to being limited to online offerings or such. And so it's really taking a coordinated effort between our school system as well as ASU's faculty and staff to create this calendar that's hopefully minimizes the effect and the changes to our parents and to our community, but yet maximizes the opportunity for our kids. And now that Friday would, that still be a, student attendance day. We'll probably just run a fast class every day, which means that instead of being a block schedule, it means that they will have they'll see every class all 8 periods on that Friday.
A lot of the smaller schools have gone to a 4-day school.
Yeah, I was going to say that, yeah.
A 4-day week. You think that ever happened here?
I don't think so. For those schools or us to go to a 4-day school week, we would have to increase our day by 90 minutes.
Ooh.
So now you're running close to 5 o'clock every day.
Yeah. So you increase, because we already talked about you can't hardly go any earlier, if you think about 45 minutes earlier of a morning, 45 minutes on the afternoon, it makes it very difficult for larger school systems. It's much easier for smaller school systems, but I will say one of the drafts of the calendar that we're putting together really does create more 4-day weeks than what we have historically had, just because we're trying to maximize those non-instructional days. So there's kind of I would say it's a modified school calendar that will require it will require a state board approval for, at least at our K-7 level, because we have the charter that allows us to take care of it. And so very interested in everybody's feedback. I do plan on hosting a walk-in to get some additional feedback with that. And but I've probably spent plenty of time talking about the school calendar, but at the same time, I know how it affects employers, how it affects parents, how it affects childcare, and so those are very important to us. Right now we have both before and after school programs running from really 6:30 to 6 p.m. So we have the opportunity, and we're conscientious of the effect of those calendars on our parents.
7:48, going to take the final break. More with Dr. Long right after this. Be right back.
When I grow up, I want to save lives, like a superhero, and show up when people needed me.
When I grow up, I want to do animations. I want to create characters that can fly.
No matter what it is you want out of life, there is a path to get there.
When I grow up, I don't know what I want to do when I grow up, but I know I want to go to college.
Arkansas State University Mountain Home. Take your first step at asumh.edu.
Diatley Dental Care is a family-owned dental practice. Doctors Irvin and Christina Diatley grew up in the Twin Lakes area and are proud to serve the community. With modern treatment methods and state-of-the-art technology, they are dedicated to providing exemplary care to patients of all ages. Our compassionate team consistently receives training above and beyond the standard of care.
We're changing the way you see dentistry.
Come be a part of our dental family.
Take a step back in time when going to a barbershop meant more than just getting a haircut. Come into Legionnaire Barbershop today, a unique gentleman's barbershop. Get back in style with 2 experienced licensed barbers who are trained in tonsorial arts and lock removal and are happy to give you a straight razor shave. Legionnaire Barbershop is veteran-owned and operated and located at 1041 Highland Circle, Suite 55 in Mountain Home. For a full, old-fashioned barbershop experience, stop by Legionnaire Barbershop today.
End of the year clearance on all G3 boats and Yamaha motors at Henderson Marine. Come check out the low prices on 2019 model G3 fishing boats and G3 Suncatcher pontoons. Henderson Marine offers in-house financing and is your local authorized Yamaha service center. Need parts, accessories, water toys? They got them too. Need to winterize? Call Henderson Marine today to schedule your winterization. When maintenance matters, call Henderson Marine at 870-488-5600.
Come see us today at Henderson Marine.
Have you ever noticed every time you wash your car, you end up wetter than the actual car? Next time, run down to Car Care and let the friendly staff put a smile on your face. Car Care of Mountain Home has a variety of services to clean your vehicle's needs, inside and out. From a simple wash and shine to their outstanding detail services. Located 1525 Highway 62 East in Mountain Home. Stop by Car Care Mountain Home today, because driving a clean car always makes you feel good.
At Connor Family Funeral Home, our goal is to provide our friends and neighbors with caring, compassionate services at an affordable price. Connor Family is a full-service funeral home that offers a wide range of services to meet your family's needs and customs. We are the first on-site crematory in the area and provide many options to memorialize your loved ones and address all the details for a more personalized service. Where compassion and affordability meet, Connor Family Funeral Home in Mountain Home.
It's almost 7:52, visiting with Dr. Jake Long, Superintendent, Mountain Public Schools, and a really good discussion. You know, you just come up with so many good things to talk about. I do want to talk real quick, spend a little time on school safety. You know, it's always in the back of our mind. You know, like I said in the morning prayer, it's in the back of everybody's mind.
Yeah, it is. And, you know, anytime there is a shooting, whether it be, you know, over break, you know, at a church, at a school, you know, it brings that thought to everybody's mind, and it's something that we do take, you know, that you know, me personally, I worry about every single day.
I know.
And because you want to make sure that you do everything you possibly can to prevent it, but at the same time, you know, there's so many different variables there. We are very fortunate to have a excellent relationship with our local law enforcement that support keeping our schools safe. And we do have SROs on every campus. And so we do have armed school resource officers who are sanctioned police officers. Yep. At every campus, and so that's one thing that we're very fortunate that I'm fully aware that every community does not have the privilege of having. And so those guys, they work hard. Our administrators, you know, the role of the school principal has just changed so much over the course of time. While we do expect so much out of them when it comes to being that instructional leader, being that disciplinarian, being that chief, you know, safety person on each campus, they're a threat assessment specialist, and so they have to look at every situation that might come up. Somebody as simple as takes a picture of a gun and posts it on social media, and you know that actually triggers you know, our threat assessment protocols. And so we run down every single thing that comes up of that type of nature.
And some of these decisions are split second.
Oh yeah, they're split second, but at the same time, and they're not restricted to the school day. A kid can post this at 10 o'clock at night, and we're going to get a call, and we're going to be running that down. It doesn't matter when.
Didn't it happen not too terribly long ago? Something of that.
It was. I don't know that it was this past fall, but it was previous years.
But it was handled. I mean,
you're right,
it was handled,
and that is worked through in a strong coordination between our school administrators and our police department and our SROs, and it could be something as simple as a kid saying something to the fact of a school shooting on a school bus, and the depth of severity in which we take something like that. We go to the extreme, and we're not always perfect when it comes to a lot of people really at this point in time criticize more for us taking something and making a bigger deal out of it than what it was intended to, but we're required to. We have no choice than to run down every single potential threat or rumor or whatever it may be to ensure that it doesn't come to fruition and ensure that our kids are safe.
Yeah, real quick, what measures are there on the school bus? Are there cameras on the school bus?
There are majority
are there ride-alongs? Are there adults that ride with, or is it just strictly the driver and the kids?
Some buses, it is just the driver and the kids. Really, all buses, we have cameras. There's no difference than any thing else. Sometimes that they're not. I can't guarantee a camera every single day at every single minute because things do happen. If a bus does break down and we have to bring a spare on, that spare may not have a camera on it. There are some of our buses that do have monitors. If there's anybody out there that is interested in being a monitor, by all means give us a call. We also realize that not just anybody can be a monitor and make the bus safer. It's all about the right who there. One of the things kind of along these lines that I want to mention while we still have a couple minutes here is we have an international specialist on bullying and on parenting that's coming to Mountain Home on January 14th. Her name is Barbara Colarosa. She is going to come and she's going to visit with our students and our parents and community. So there'll be an evening meeting for that. And we're able to bring her in because of a grant that we received. And so she's a international speaker, an international specialist on this. And so it's going to be a super great opportunity for our community, our parents, and our kids to hear from this lady. Just really, talking about all the things that our kids, struggle with. She's going to talk to students, and then she's going to talk to parents and really kind of educate parents on this thing. Oftentimes, you were talking about school safety. Oftentimes, these things come from bullying type issues. That have occurred, and so it's just another way in which we're trying to prevent and ensure the safety of our kids while taking care of them as well.
I have to say I appreciate your good positive outlook. You've got a lot of good positive things in my notes. There's a lot of things for students to excel.
Well,
go ahead. Yep.
It really takes a village, and we have an excellent community that does support our schools. That are out there looking and being our eyes and ears, and it's not uncommon for me to get a phone call or one of our administrators to get a phone call whenever they saw something that may not pan out to be a big deal, but they see it and they're concerned about it and they call us, and we really appreciate it because we need everyone's eyes and ears out there to ensure the success and safety of our kids.
Bob Scooter, you good? All right. Wow, a lot of things coming up. Good things for Mountain Public Schools.
Yep. Keep that January 14th on your radar. Really encourage everyone to come out on that. We're even going to try to live stream it as well. So
sounds good. All right. That pretty well wraps it up, guys. It wraps up the week. Next week, we're back to a regular schedule.
Yeah, I'm ready.
Yeah, I'm tired of this holidays in the middle of 2 weeks.
Yeah. We better run out of time. Have a great weekend, everybody.